common feature of pay transparency legislation is that employers can't discipline you or otherwise retaliate against you for talking about your pay with your colleagues or asking for information from your boss about where you stand in the pay hierarchy. And even if you're in a jurisdiction without pay transparency laws, so that's anywhere outside of BC or PEI, the nice thing is that your employment standards laws or pay equity laws probably provide the same protection. So that means you can talk about pay without fear of retaliation. Okay, so what happens if your boss does give you a hard time about doing these kinds of things? If you're unionized, you should of course go through your union, who can probably deal with this directly with the employer and point out that it's illegal. If you're not unionized, it might still be worth talking to them about your legal rights because there's a good chance that your boss just doesn't know any better. But I acknowledge that that's a really difficult thing to do sometimes, and sometimes your employer actually knows that they're breaking the law and they just don't care. So if you're in one of those cases, the nice thing is that you actually have a free option to get recourse through whatever government agency is responsible. So that could be the Ministry of Labor, it could be an employment standards branch, a pay equity branch, something along those lines. Google it, and they'll usually have an online complaint process where you don't need a lawyer and you don't need to pay any fees to get things going.